Hey, thanks for clicking the link. I'm Matt, and this is Outdoors for a Change, and I'm camping at a hike-in campsite with my wife, Kathy. We had to take 3 or 4 trips with the canoe to get everything here, but we're here, we're set up, and we're getting ready to have a great time. We're going to be fishing, we're going to be making venison, we're going to be doing everything. It's going to be fun. It's going to be something you're not going to want to miss. And if you like camping, if you like fishing, if you like cooking over the campfire, you're not going to want to miss this episode because we're going to have a lot of fun. And now that you're here, we're going to have even more fun. So let's get this thing going. They're finally done. Venison backstraps over the fire. But are they tender still? They're tender. That's really good. Here, you try one. It's good stuff.
Good.
All right, let's dish this up. All right. We'll have to wait for the potatoes. Oh my gosh. Oh, by a thread. I don't care if you're at a 5-star restaurant or camping or whatever. Venison backstraps over the fire are the best. We forgot seasoning too. We didn't bring a salt shaker, pepper. We don't have anything. A little embarrassing. It's kind of a precarious situation where we had limited space, and I guess we traveled 6-7 miles in Canoe to get everything here, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But we forgot the salt and pepper, but at least it was venison backstraps, so it hit the spot. Let me show you where we're at. We're at Sleepy Hollow State Park. We're staying in a hike-in site, canoe-in actually this time. There's no power here. There's a circus campground. I call it a circus. If you go over there, it's a circus. It's all these RVs and electricity. It's like a trailer park. That's over there somewhere. We're all by ourselves over here. I mean, all by ourselves. Just one site's over here. My face is getting dark, but I guess it'll give you guys a break. There's no campsites over here at all. This is all for horses. I guess these are, in case you want to get up on your horse. You can tie your horses there. We're there. We didn't bring horses. But it's about a half-mile walk that way to get to the van, which we're not going to do. We're going to go back to camp. Which isn't that far to hike stuff in, but we're kind of car campers, right? We bring a lot of stuff. So it's like if we want to get to this site, which the reason why I love this site so much, A, it's by itself, complete privacy. Also, it's cheap. It's 20 bucks a night. That's cheap. You gotta bring your own water, and there's a porta potty, and there's no electricity. But what I like about this site the most is you get to camp right on the lake. Like, there's no distance between our tent and the lake. And what's more important to me is the fact that I get to have my kayak, with this time a canoe, right here in camp. So when I get up in the morning, I don't have to go off to the boat launch and load stuff up. All I got to do is get in this canoe and launch. And that is really cool. Ow! Wow. Wow, I just got stung by a bee. First time in maybe a decade. It hurts. I remember how bad it hurts, and the memory came. I knew instantly what it was. I stepped on it barefoot. It is what it is. Happens when you go camping. Now, some of my family members are allergic to these types of bees, and when they get stung by them, they have to go to the emergency and get shots, or they could end up choking to death, or having I don't know, having their airways close up. So that'd be bad. And that got me to thinking. I'm out here on this canoe-in site. There's no connection, internet connection. There's no connectivity for a phone call. So we're in a situation that could get ugly really fast. Luckily, just before I stepped on that bee, I was going over this first aid kit, and I was going through everything in it. And in fact, I was looking for some tweezers for Kathy because she had a sliver in her foot. And then she had to use antiseptic on it. But going camping with the first aid kit is so important. But when I was going through the first aid kit, I saw that there was this anti-sting wipes, and it's supposed to make you feel better. And when you put it on a bee sting, I never even heard of this. I didn't even know we had it in the box, in the first aid kit. But I got it out immediately and rubbed it on it, and it helped. So pack a first aid kit. Your life is really important, and I know it's important to you, and your life's important to me too. So take care of yourself. If you're going camping, get a first aid kit. Well, we're going to do what we love to do when we go camping. Oh, look at that sun back there. Wow. It's really starting to shine through. We're going to do what we love to do. We're going to go out. We're going to do some fishing, but we're going to do it a little different this time. we're going to troll. That means we're not going to stop and wait and do all that stuff. We're going to go around this giant lake, and what's giant for our standards here in Michigan. And we're going to go around it, and we're going to take the canoe out and do some trolling, and hopefully we'll catch a muskie or a pike or a bass. That's our goal. We're sticking to it, so we're going to go do that right now.
Interesting shoreline there. Trees are underwater.
I think so. Yeah.
Got him. Is my camera on?
Yes.
Whoa!
Oh!
You gotta get a picture of this. 15. He's a keeper. We're taking him.
We are gonna take him?
We just caught dinner. I was sitting here and he jumped over here in these weeds, and I was like, man, I'm getting hungry. And then he jumped. And I said, maybe I'll toss a frog over there because he was look big enough to keep, and he is. We're gonna go back and cook him right now.
Dinner. Let's cook it up.
Ooh. I like that batter. That's good.
All right, we're gonna eat this. It's really hard to film in the dark, in case you haven't noticed. I'm not equipped with it. We don't have enough lights. All we have are headlamps. And also the cameras aren't working right in the dark, so I had to use my phone, of all things, to record. That seems to be picking up the low light the best. So we're gonna eat this, and we're gonna enjoy this dinner, and then we're gonna sit by the fire and enjoy that, and then we're gonna turn in. And we got a busy day tomorrow because we got to pack out of here. We're going to need all this energy. Do you eat bass? That's something I'd love to know. If you catch a legal sized bass and it isn't too big, you don't want to keep the monsters, right? They don't taste good, and it's bad for the lake to take the genetics of something like that out of the lake. But we're talking a 15-inch bass like I just caught. Would you eat it? Please let me know in the comments, because a lot of catch and release anglers give me a hard time about eating bass, and I'd love to know your opinion on it.
We're all done for another camping trip. We're glad you joined us. We got to hike that back about a half a mile. We ran out of battery for the trolling motor for the canoe, so now that we had to come back and do one trip and just carry it back. It's gonna be kind of heavy. I'm not really looking forward to that. That's what happens when you get outdoors for a change. I'm Matt. This is Outdoors for a Change. I appreciate you watching this video. If you got anything from it, any bit of entertainment, could you do me a favor, hit the like button, and even consider subscribing? If you did, you'd really be helping my young channel out. I'm going to haul this back, and then I'm going to go home and get ready for the next adventure, and I'll see you there.